Alright, I warn you, you might want to look away if you're... Remember, it's just puppets. There's no actual real sound, just the little girl talking, but this scene is disturbing. Remember, it's just a puppet, though.
Now I'll make you want to bark.
Leave my dog alone!
There's no point screaming, stupid girl.
No, Mummy, please.
What in the actual hell?
You're insane.
Sure. Now I'll show you how insane I am.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
Help, Daddy, help!
Screaming won't work. Your father is not here like usual.
This woman is insane.
Eat it.
No!
Eat!
I won't eat him.
I said eat!
Ugh. It's the worst hot dog I've ever... Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not the
I
time.
was beginning to remember, but I was so scared to remember too much, especially all at once. I didn't have time to guess exactly what happened. It was making me too upset. Pulling out those memories was like trying to pull out a tooth on your own. Almost impossible, and far too painful. The White Lady told me that the church is a safe place and home to its children. Don Attilio, my priest, I have to talk to him. I have to call him on the telephone.
Donatello. I thought she said Donatello. I was like, what, the Ninja Turtle? Six, 9, 3, 8.
Don Attilio speaking. Who is it?
Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets for a while.
Julia, don't be silly. Come to church right away.
Okay. What made me come back to this horrific game? It's because we're so close to the end, and apparently the ending, all the horrific horror makes sense at the end. That's what the ending was. That they made you beat your bait, but that's what a lot of people are saying, is that it ends on a happy note, and all this suffering makes sense in the end. In theory. Diary.
21st of July. Lapo is dead. They shot me in the back when I discovered his body. I thought I had hit rock bottom. These are soulless, empty days. After so many awful events, I finally managed to meet the White Lady. Or so I believe. The line between reality and dreams is becoming less and less clear to me. I thought a lot about her words, but they didn't shed any light on my assumptions. They kept ringing in my mind. Maybe I will understand when the time comes. Now I know for certain that it was Mummy who killed Martha, when she thought that she was me. Only a week ago, all of this would have seemed impossible. I just need to find the proof, so she can pay for what she has done.
How do I get to town? Oh, 6934. The telephone. Puppet theater. Go take the bike. Go to Sen. Take the bike. This bike? Okay, you want me to go where now? Straight and to the right. Okay. Thank you, Most Social, for the 5 gift subs. A trigger warning to people. Apparently, before the end, there is a disturbing scene of suicide. So, if that is a trigger for you, this is a warning that you might not want to watch. Following scene displaying self-harm. Would you like to be the censored version? Yes. I don't need to see the uncensored version.
Those
Thank you.
boys, they had all been killed and it was my fault. They were my age, and a few of them were our friends. I didn't think it would go like that, but wasn't it obvious, really? What was I actually expecting? I felt like a coward. But what could I have done? Should I have betrayed my father? I loved my father, but I also loved my friend Lapo. Which side was I on? I just listened to my heart. I thought it was the right thing to do. But instead, it was the worst thing I could have done. Once I crossed that threshold, I completely lost touch with reality. Everyone around me had died while I survived everything.
Most depressing hitman ever.
I don't remember how things went. I just remember a big light and then photographs were being taken of me. There was a man dressed in white, a doctor, I presume. He was asking me questions, but I didn't understand what he was actually asking me. He wrote something on a piece of paper and then 2 nurses led me away. I was in the mental asylum. Some women were talking to themselves. Others cried. Some were even covered in their own filth. Others were violent and tried to hurt themselves any way possible. There was this one young woman who would pleasure herself all day long, incessantly, to the point where she would bleed. So they would tie her down to the bed screaming, cursing and talking gibberish for days on end. Once her wounds had healed and she was untied, she would just start again.
What the fuck?
That woman was me. They started to give me injections.
What?
What they gave me made my whole body shake. I broke my vertebrae and an ankle. I think it was called cardiazole or something like that. My body was like a fire that didn't want to be put out. When it appeared to be quenched, it would come back, even stronger than before. In the end, though, they won. I stopped screaming and masturbating. I stopped thinking. There was no longer any need for therapy. Something inside of me had died. But nevertheless, I insisted on carrying along this painful journey. I was stronger than I could ever have imagined.
What in the hell? We're a puppet.
Who are you? Wait, wait. I want answers. Don't go away. Talk to me about Martha, please. Martha does not exist. She never existed. She's just a figment of my imagination. Impossible. I remember her. I loved her.
I get it now. Martha never existed because sometimes when people are subject to intense abuse, like she was, if that story with her mom was right, they fragment their mind and create a separate being that handle the torture and pain, and then another person doesn't have to deal with that.
I have to accept it. Martha never existed outside of my mind. It's pointless denying this truth. It's extremely painful. And Mother? Is she alive? Mummy is dead. Nobody knows that better than I do, unfortunately. It's useless to try and deceive ourselves. Did I do what I think I've done? Yes, damn it. It really happened. I cut her into pieces and buried her under the bridge. God, all that blood. My God, I knew it. What about Daddy? The soldiers.
Well, she boiled a dog, so I don't feel so bad anymore.
It happened. He was shot right in front of me. Fear, pain, shame. I can't remove it. I cannot relive it either. Unfortunately, I knew that already. What about Nanny? Nanny is fine. I don't even want to think that anything bad could have happened to her. Are you sure? That brings me great joy. I'm afraid to ask about Lapo. Lapo probably doesn't exist. That's the most logical explanation. I've invented so many things. He's probably also one of them. That's what I thought too. One last question. The pregnancy? There was no pregnancy. All of it came from my sick mind. So many inventions. What else did I invent? What else will I discover? That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection of an unknowable existence? Nothing more than a puppet show. Ready for everything with open arms, even ready to kill. Legs always ready to run. The womb that conceived in sin. Lastly, the mind. To protect us, it has turned us into monsters. Either way, we cannot live like this, can we? I'll take care of it. I don't need to worry. I'll try to sleep if I can. I've got this.
I saw the uncensored one. It's very, very graphic.
On the 26th of July, San Casciano was bombed and the church was destroyed. But I was not there then. I was already in the asylum. Once again, stubbornly, I was not dead. The bombs hadn't killed me, and I had also survived myself. The most absurd test and the hardest one. The war ended some time ago now, both out there and inside of me. I was on the wrong side of the gate, but now I can turn the page. Life is opening its doors again, isn't it? If I hadn't been so lucky to survive myself, I would have thrown everything away. We think that danger is all around us, ready to attack. But the most devious and misleading dangers are the ones that are inside of us. They grow without us realizing. They make us suffer, remain confused, and remove our self-respect. I would have wanted to ask for help, but I was alone. This is my story. Thank you for being here, for listening to me. Now I'm ready to leave. How long will it take to get home?
I can check on Uber. very dark, dark, dark game. Fortune today is possible to ask for help, receive it even for alone, even for desperate, even if it feels like life doesn't make sense. It feels like nothing left for us only because we can no longer see it. There's always something to live for. Something great can be just around the corner. That's true. If you or someone you know is struggling, information and crisis resource can be found at saveinourworld.org/findhelp. Very true. Yep, that was a very dark, graphic, super depressing descent into madness. It shows, like, just how fractured and destroyed her mind was from the years of abuse. And she created horrors in her own mind and didn't know what was real and what was fake anymore. It was just very, very sad, dark, twisted horror tale. 79%. 10 off. Damn. Well, that was Martha is Dead, everybody. We finished it.